Everything works. How's everybody today? Let's see. Just got was just watching Free Girl Amy Smith. She's talking about Canadian pennies, those large cents. They're nice. Uh, Seriously, she got better at Canadian cents and understanding those just by doing that video. Okay. And I got all these wheats I've still got to go through because God knows what's in this pile here. Let me clear this mess out here. These got to go. Hey, tonight it's Tuesday. Lemonhead's on, so you want to get over there. He's always selling some darn thing. I'm always buying. I spend way too much over there. I gotta watch it. There, but I got this sack of pennies still to get through. Because what I do, you know, I like wheats. Everybody likes wheats. It's the most widely collected coin out there. Let's see. These are just circulated. I get them 5,000 at a time, and well, we sell a bunch off, and I usually keep some for me. And I pick through them. I put them in this bag at my foot, and in the big show we give them away. They're picked over, they're inspected. I picked out all the good stuff for me, but we give away one for every like, and the kids like it. I'm sure somewhere in your life is a 14-year-old kid who would love to have some of these wheats. So I'll probably get another bag soon. If you want to get in on the next bag, what is it? 1,000 wheats is $50 and $7.50 shipping. And if that's something you want, get a hold of me right up here, and we'll go from there. But well, I like to sell the bag before I order the bag. Then when it's time to order, then I send out the invoices, so I don't cram anybody. Let's see. Now we're going to set the scope here to find out what we're looking at. Okay, and I just look at these things. I'm looking for die variety is what I look for. That might be a little too close. That much gunk. All right, right about here is probably where I want to be. There we go. And I'm not paying enough attention to chat. I get going on these coins, and you can't see a darn thing over there in the chat. I try to, but it's so hard. There's Les Wiley. Les, I got an email from you. I have flips on the way. Is that right? No, you wanted my address. Okay, I'm going to get that to you. Les was talking about sending something in for the big show. We have this big giveaway every week on Sunday, and it's a community-supported thing. People send in coins, they send in cash, and we put together a big package, and it gets to be pretty darn impressive sometimes. But if you want to send coins in, we'll talk about you. We'll mention you. We'll give you a good shout-out. If you got a channel, we'll promote your channel, and we'll add that coin or whatever it is to the big prize. A lot of fun to be had. It goes about an hour, hour and a half. Yeah, it's a good giveaway. Lincoln won it this week. He was just mentioning, man, I just want to win one more time because his eyesight's kind of failing, poor fella. And that very day, bink, he gets it. So this week's method of drawing was, I said, what shirt was I wearing in my last video? There we go. So I'm sure people are keeping notes on what I'm wearing every day now, so they got a better chance of winning. I switch it up every week. Get a different way to draw that package prize. Okay, here you go. Here's one to see. You see these all the time, right? See the way the 5 over here looks kind of doubled over here on the edge? This is what you call a poor man's double die. It's die deterioration. You'll see these for sale, right? 1955 double die. No, it's die deterioration. It has no premium. It's nothing special. It's nothing fancy. It's certainly not worth $100. And you see these things selling all the time for $100. Oh man, I did a video on just the 55 double die, the poor man's double die. And it's the way the die wears, right? You draw a line from the center of the coin out. Let me see if I can do this right. There's right around here is the center of that coin. If I draw out, that's the direction of the doubling. Here you go, right here. And that's the metal flowing into the device and then out of the device. And it's metal to metal, and it just wears the die right on the edge. And that's what that is. It has no premium. Well, there it is. But you might want to get one because people talk about the darn thing all the time. But don't pay anything more than regular value for the date. $2. They get $2 for a poor man's. Man, I better start selling those. Just as I received your email and the flips, I'm emailing you now. Okay, yeah, they're on the way. They'll be here probably in 2 or 3 days. Your best deal on the flips, I got a 3-box special, right, where I take 3 2x2x9 boxes. There, those things. They're real nice. 3 storage boxes, right? And put flips in them because I can fit flips in those, so I can ship the darn things out. But they're going to a padded mailer. I put cardboard. It's like a brick the way it ships. But it's 300 flips, $8 per 100. It's $24. It's $7.50 shipping. And for the 3-box special, I put these in at $1.25, or excuse me, $1.50, because that's what it cost me. So it's kind of a way to get stuff out. I don't need to make $1.50 on a box. I'll make the money in the flips. It pays for my flips for the most part. Works pretty well. There's Free Girl Amy Smith. If you look in the description below my video, you should see a link to Amy's last video about her Canadian pennies. Real good one. Anyway, what's the total on that? 3 times 24. Let me pull up the calculator. Come on. No, 3 times 8, because you get 300 flips is $24. And there's $7.50 shipping. And it's 3 boxes is $4.50. Well, I think it's $36. It says $36. And if you really want to, you can save more on the shipping, and I can double those flips up. I can do 200 per box, so you get 600 flips, and it's $24 more for, what's the total on that? 60. Yeah, that works. What happened here? I have to find my, I got a calculator in the way. There it is. I sent PayPal payment. Yeah, we'll have them again in a couple of days. People keep buying more. It's these flips. Where'd they go? I got some here. There they are. The 2x2 double pocket. They're unplasticized vinyl. They're the stiff flips. Double pocket. Home. There we go. You see them, right? Coin slips in, keeps it nice. You don't want to get the cheap flips, the squeezy flips, because they have a softener in there, PVC, that'll keep the plastic soft. But over time it'll leach out and screw up your coin. Thank you, Ken. Hey, Amy, you're getting better at the coins just by explaining them. When you have to explain a coin, it helps you organize your thoughts, and it gets easier every time. Honestly, those are great videos because nobody else is talking about those Canadians. So anyway, I get people keep ordering the flips, and I get to 1,000, and then I order. But when I get to 1,000, that's when they order 2,000, and it never fails. I get scales I usually keep up here in the shelf, and I look and I count, and when I got a dozen, that's when they order 15. Oh, Jesus. And those things take forever to get here. Well, the scales are on their way. I get plenty of loops. I get plenty of boxes. Flips are on the way, but I have to order when I get to just down to a couple thousand. I have to order. You guys are keeping me on my toes. Now, what I'm just doing is looking at these, going for die varieties, and most of the stuff you're going to be able to pick out with this camera. Some of the things that'll be hard will be repunch mint marks, because there's some really small repunch mint marks where it's just a little twist, and sometimes it's just going to be a little line on one of the serifs of the D or the S. $84 for the flips in 3 boxes. No, it's $8 per 100 flips, right? If you get the 3-box special, the boxes are $1.50 a piece. What I pay. They keep going up. It's cardboard. Okay, so you got $4.50 for the boxes. You got $7.50 shipping, and then $8 per 100 on the flips, and I can fit up to 600 flips in there. But 300 flips will get you by. That's $36 for 300 flips, 3 boxes, and shipped. And add 24 more, so $60 gets you 600 flips. But if you're going to do that, let me know now, because I got to order more, I'm sure. The 300 is probably your best bet. That's a shit ton of flips. I get them 5,000 at a time. right? And they come in bulk. Have I got some more here? I'm just about out. I got some here somewhere. Good Lord, this might be it. This might be all I have left. I think there's another package here. I'll never see it. They come in bulk. Just, you know, a big case, stacks of cardboard and stacks of cardboard. And I count them out. I sit here, I watch Lemon or I watch SJ or whatever, some show, and count them out, 1 through 50. And it takes me 4 or 5 hours, 1 through 50. But the price is right. I have to get better organized. My desk this is what my desk looks like. You can't see it. Let's see. Home. Hey, we got some lemon heads. We got a rotten glove. There's that piece of silver because I haven't cleaned it ever. All right, this is the printer. And that I just used to put things on. Is what I'm doing now, a few pennies. That's my sack of pennies. I look through these. There you go. What do we got over there? Stuff. Nobody knows what's under here, and I think what's that? That's the current box of varieties and errors, and that gets full. This is where all those flips that I get go. Yeah. And then we got God knows what. What do you have here? Cards, right? Because I take the cards. What are you doing? And when I get stuff lined up for a show, you know, I'll have them line up on these cards. And they do pretty good. This is the remnants of the big show. Stuff that didn't make it, stuff that should have made it, stuff will make it sometime. And there's more stuff there. God knows what. There's my tinfoil hat. You got to have one of those. It'll keep the aliens from taking over your mind. Oh, you want to see the back? No, that's the back of my head. There's the back table. I can't do a thing with that. Yeah, some people, they go through pennies or rolls or coins, piles of it, and then they clean it up and put it away. I just put more on top. That's my way. Your Lemon? Lemon's here. Did I hear my name? No. I got my Lemonhead t-shirt on. It's Tuesday. I got my candy, Lemonhead pennies. I got that. You know, where's that last one? We had this. We were going to put in a big show, but we didn't get the big enough big show. Oh, I don't have a card handy. That's that 20 center I got. It's gone. That's the 20 center I got from Lemon. What, last week or a week and a half or two? Whenever I got it. And we'll get that into the big show because they seem to like those. Now, Diona's here. Aliens are fine. Don't want the government reading your mind. Talk into the camera. And you make sure the NSA hears every word. Bomb, terrorism, Democrat. That'll get their attention. Fissionable material. They'll be banging on my door in seconds. Ooh, the van across the street is moving. Hey, make sure you register to vote. It's National Register to Vote Day. Your ability to vote is what separates you from most of the rest of the world. Okay, let's move this out. This is just dye varieties I found. And yeah, you go through a lot of pennies. You know what to look for. You're going to start picking stuff out. What's this one? Here's a 1968D with a dye chip. No, it's a 1958D. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Get out of the way. I call this one R958. That's I've been picking these out for years. It's gone. Where is it? It's a die chip and the date. Looks like an R958. That's it. Just little hook on the one. And this specimen got a lot of polish lines, a lot of polish marks. Anything else? Let me take it out of there. This is why I like the plastic flips. You can take the coin out. Right, and there's the holder. And I got one side of the holder is tell me what it is. There it is. So there. That's a 1958D die chip R958. What the hell does that mean? It means this. R958. Fairly simple. There's also another hook under the 5, under the vertical part of the 5. Where's my pointy stick? You can just look at the 5. You can see that. And let's see, anything else? You get a lot of striations here, which is from dye polishing, right? When you see that, you figure, why were they polishing the dye? Something was wrong, something needed to be cleaned up, and 9 times out of 10, it's a clash. So I started looking for clash marks. What would that be? I got no idea. It's a wheat penny. Your most common spots to look for are right under the chin. Yeah, it's just an old wore out dye is what's going on. Let's look at the back. Just old and now dead. Too close to the melting silver melt. Man, I got those, I got some $50 for a really good price. And sold those off for more than I expected, but still, you know, less than what I was getting before. I emailed you to send you 2 dimes. See what you think. I'll take a look. I can't load email during the live stream. We've done it before, and that happens. We just stop moving altogether. Just it kills it. Can't do it. Now they got this thing on email. They, you know, they want feedback. How's your experience with Outlook Express? Crap. I keep telling them. What for? Okay, that's about it. That's a good shiner. There it is. There, that's a shiner. I can flip that over without sticking my finger all over it. There you go. There's nothing wrong with those. Yeah, I keep that sort of thing. Are Woodies that collectible, or is it just a small market? It's a small market, but those Woodies, oh man, they have such awesome character, right? Did I get that one I was bidding on? I don't know. No, I didn't get that one. Damn. Woodies, and we can probably find some in this box. Let's see. It's a problem with the mix, right? Maybe they got too much zinc or too much tin in one section, and what didn't, you know, they didn't stir it up. They broke their spoon or whatever the hell, and you get these discolorations, and they're usually in a long line because of the way they roll the copper. There's a clash, there's a buy, there's a RPM, what's this? DDO. Oh, there's that thing. Okay. LC, what's LC? No, that's a buy. Okay. DDO. And sometimes they get to be vivid, right? Different levels of contrast and brightness. Seriously, we could probably go through this bag because we always find some. Oh man, we had a great one we gave away this weekend. Lincoln got it, the 41. But they may not bring a premium unless they're really gorgeous. It's all about eye appeal, but they do help you sell the coin. And even if you don't get a premium, you get, you know, retail, which ain't so bad. Some years are better than others. 1941 has lots of them. 1909, 1923. That's what they were digging that year, I guess, over in the copper mine. Time to dig out my layers. Layers, like chickens. Well, we have to go through, pick them up one at a time. The contrast, how bold it is, right? Some are kind of light and just a whisper. How much coverage? Does it cover the whole coin? And it's kind of neat when it doesn't cover the whole coin. It covers a part of the coin. I've got them, they just have one little stripe, and that's it. Just one bright stripe through the coin. Then you have the direction, right? It can be up and down, left and right, because they punch the coin. Of course, it's going to spin. So it's always linear. But some people are trying to put together sets of Woodies, and they're all in the same direction. And when you have them, you know, laid out in an album, oh, they're striking. Recently, I went to a flea market. They have any fleas? Hoodies are out. It's getting cold up there. We are late September here, so we should start cooling off in the next month or two. I'll be so happy. I got a couple months in the spring, and I don't have to heat or cool. I got a couple months in the fall. I don't have to heat or cool. My light bill drops to like $30. That's because I leave the lights on. Upper Michigan. That's like here. Yeah, this is Upper Michigan, this part. Is this Wisconsin or Michigan? I don't know. It's up there. There's like 10,000 lakes up there. It's all glacial till or something. What do you got here? 1956. Man, they made a lot of these. I don't see anything wrong there. Yep. But I'm going to look at the back. See, when I look at other people's, we do the wheat box. We got a box of 5,000 of the darn things. We count them out, and we check maybe a roll for varieties. But I don't check the backs on those. Here we get to check the back. Wisconsin is to the west. I'm above the bridge. So you take a boat to get home? Just south of the bridge. I'm in North Florida. So yeah, every state has a map on your body, right? This is Maine. I'm from Bangor, right? Then you got this is Florida now. Now I live in Florida, right up here. I got a buddy who lives in Tampa. That's like my hip. Michigan is to the west. Hi everybody, smash the like. There's Silver Mayhem. What do you got here? A nasty 54D. I'm not even going to bother to look at that one. Okay, 1945. That looks kind of discolored. How come? How come? No, just probably was in a well. You get these coins. You get these a lot. People say, what would make it this color? Because it'll be splotchy, like this one. Okay, like this helps. Give me something to raise that on. The toothpicks. All right, let's put the toothpicks in there. Here's my toothpicks. Put the penny in. Knock it off. Maybe that'll work. We got a look at this. You've been to the mall. They got a well. They got a wishing well. You throw your coins in. But what happens when you put copper coins in a bath of chlorine and calcium and what's that stuff they put in to keep it? Cyanuric acid. It's going to discolor the coin. It'll be splotchy, right? If it dries up, it'll turn different colors. Yeah, I call them fountain coins. You go downtown. They got the guy, in the statue. Maybe he's on a horse. And they got a fountain there, and they throw the pennies in. Yeah, there's a million things that happen to your coins, and some of them are common. And throwing coins in fountains is pretty common. Oh, look, we got this. Did we have this? Oh, we had this out before. That's a lamination right there. West Texas. You have to turn, look back in the mirror to the body. Okay. Utah's easy. It's just a square. You do like your chest or your stomach or something. I do it with just one part of my abs, because it's like, like a six-pack there. There's Utah, right? Colorado, Wyoming, that other one. Yeah. You can do a map on my belly. Okay. This is the same sort of issue that is caused by that causes woodies. It's a problem with the alloy. In this case, some of the alloy did not bond well, and it kind of peels up like a lamination. Like you laid down a sheet of paper and then glued another sheet of paper on it, and that's what you get. Sometimes you get these big peels where it just lifts off. Sometimes it'll fold over. They're kind of neat, and that's what it is. Now, you can look at these. You check the color, because since it is the same problem, a lot of times the woodies and the laminations go hand in hand on the same coin. But the color here looks pretty standard. Okay. Well, you can get one without the other. That's the way it works. But that's a good lamb. Where's that can? Where's my tuna can? Whoa, don't fall. Oh, look. More flips. Yeah, I need flips. I go grab them up. And then when they make it to the desk, I can't sell them because I don't know if I took one out or not. There, this is my can. It's just a tuna can with stuff in it. There, so I can write stuff down so I know what the hell it is. What is it? It's a 46D lamination. 1946D lam. And just get it the heck off my desk. And that goes into the box for the die varieties I find. And this being the box, but geez, I think I got to move up to the next box because that's getting pretty full. If I can't get any more coins in, I get another box. And then I throw this up here on the desk or somewhere, throw it over on the table. And when I get time, then I'll sort them out, and the nickels here and the pennies there and stuff. I got a good bit of coins from the flea market. What'd they have? What'd you pay? What'd you get? Also, I'm all the way for the nice old, oh, Georgia. Okay, I'm not too far from Georgia. There's Chad Shelver. We're just looking and talking and looking. What you got here? 1950 with some luster on it. Okay, good. I don't see anything on the D. Nothing up here. I check, I scan the coin, but I don't check every single thing. I'm going to look at the date. I'm going to look at the mint mark, right? I like to check the bow tie, the ear, especially the eyeball. I'm looking for extra eyelid. And we might find one, you never know. And check the Liberty. I'm going to look for extra metal, die chips in between the letters. I'm also looking for, see if there's a swoop on the back of those letters. And check out In God We Trust. In particular, I'd look at the armpits, below the, and the armpit of the T, because that shows it off well if you have a double die. Also on the leg of the R shows up well. I worked south of Odessa for over a year and hated it. I can't imagine why. Odessa? That's like an armpit. Where is Odessa? Okay, we got some better color there. Yeah, it's kind of red-brown. Well, it's highlighted. I wouldn't call it red-brown so much. There it is. Let's see if we can see the luster here. No. Oh, right around the rim. Okay, we'll set that aside here. Texas. I have no excess in Texas. I keep them in New York, Maine. Let's see, probably around here. That looks normal. Eyeball looks normal. It's kind of tired, that one. And there's Kiwi. Hey, New Zealand. Just dropping in before I go to work. Gosh, what time is it in New Zealand? It's like 2 weeks ago in New Zealand. You must got to be early morning or something. It's 3 in the afternoon over here, and it's Tuesday. It's a 53, kind of dark, lots of grunge. Yeah, but I got to get through a couple of hundred a week just to, try to get ahead and keep up with what we give away on the big show. Lincoln got some, and I hadn't checked them. Well, there's only so much you can do, I guess. 7 o'clock Wednesday morning. So you are ahead of us. All right, what's happening tomorrow? Is the Dow up? What's silver doing tomorrow? Does it work that way? There's a 1942, a little die deterioration on the tail of that too. Eyelid looks normal. Trust looks pretty normal. Liberty looks pretty normal. Most of your coins you go through are going to be normal. Geez, you see these shows, people are looking at die varieties or looking for silver. Most of the stuff they go through and find is normal stuff. Die varieties, they're few and far between, but you can find them. 20:56 p.m. Nobody knows what that means. I don't think the military guys know what that means. Here's a 1945, looks right. A little bit of everything in here. Okay, I got a PCGS graded 1937D Buffalo nickel and MS65, 2 other Buffaloes from 30 to 24, a set of uncirculated coins from 66, a 42 Walker, a 1910 silver Mexican peso, and a 1914 Chinese dollar. Well, that's not too bad. Up at the flea market here, they got chickens. Yeah, I got some chickens one year, got them home, they were all roosters. Come on. I was looking for layers. I just sent you a PayPal payment for the flips and boxes. Okay, they should be here in 2 to 3 days, and we'll get that right out to you, baby. And thank you for your support. I go through a lot of flips sometimes. That's Daiwa up here. Good Lord, sometimes we get so much stuff into the big show. I mean, I'll go through, I call it a pack, you know. I got 50, what I count them out in. And these work. I used to put a paper band around there and just tape them, but I put them in the box here, and when the cat was here, of course, they're covered with dust and hair. Now, that ain't working. Oh yeah, thank you for the SBA. Thank you for your support. It is you guys doing what you do that makes it possible for me to do what I do, which is mostly hang around and be a slouch. So to get a new bag, I think that's time to go on that. You can only get so much life out of one of those bags, and then it's just time to do something else. What's this bag? Oh, that'll work. There, get them off the floor at least. This is that. This is the bag they used to pack that dime. Where's that dime? I don't know if you saw that in the other show. The dime right at the top of this. There you go, that thing. That's it. Stuck it in a Ziploc bag and mailed it out. Tags. Well, some people don't know. Okay, so there's the keepers, or the senders. Blues is here. Honey says, I just got home, worked for almost 11 hours. Man, I hope they pay you good. Yeah, that's one reason I left the job, right? I'd say, hey, man, can I get a Saturday off in 6 months? Oh, no, man, we need you. Huh? All right. 1941, that's a big year for Woodies. Keep an eye on those. That's probably very fine, but no better. And 1941, you can take a hard look at Trust. I'm not saying anything in this. 11 hours. I spent 11 hours on YouTube sometimes. Just watching people, watching stuff, keep an eye, looking to see when it reloaded to see how much money I made yesterday, and it was like 29 cents. So I can rejoice. 1955D. And I want to look around the letters and numbers around all sides. Now, my clarity of image is a little bit better than yours. And I got to work on that. Because I noticed in the, sometimes I watch the videos afterwards to see what I did wrong or stupid or foolish and look for ways to improve it. And I find that this camera, it's not as clear on YouTube. Well, how come? All right, it's all about bandwidth and stuff. That looks pretty standard. My wife is my boss. I can't get fired, no matter how hard I try. No, but you can certainly receive disciplinary action, and that's disciplinary action like you can't get at a regular job, man. That's tough right there. In my defense, I'm retired already, man. I worked. I've done plenty of work. I've done labor. I've done thinking work. I've done cooking. Oh, that's crap. You name it. I spent half my adult life self-employed, doing whatever, handling apartments, selling chocolate lollipops. Made decent money selling lollipops. Made them at home. Had a license so I could make food at home. The chocolate was okay. Melt them down, pour it in forms, stick it in a little bag, and drive them all around New England. That was fun. Man, that's a lot of hustle, though. There were 10.5 hours yesterday. Slept for 5. Working 10 more today. Yeah, that's the next thing, I get tired, I take a nap. You take a nap at work, it's gonna somebody's probably gonna be upset. Yeah, a little tired on that one. I need to work on this focus just a little bit. Look at this. Okay, well, I got it blowed up pretty good. Let me try shrinking this down. And then zooming in here. Yeah, I bet you that's what we got. I'm getting close to pixelation here. Alright, now can we make it work? Let's zoom in on the camera. Getting everything right is always a challenge. 92, 93, 98, 99, 2000. I wonder what you're talking about. Pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters. I'm thinking not dollars. Okay, that's a little more sharp. Hunting history didn't pay due. I missed it. It scrolled up. Hi guys, looking for entertainment. I've clicked onto one of the shopping channels by mistake. Well, whatever it is, get 2 of them. Maybe you can sell it and make a profit. My mother would go to yard sales just to buy stuff because she thought it would sell good at a yard sale. Then she'd have a yard sale. Nobody showed up. Okay, Ma, you got all this yard sale stuff. What are you going to do with it now? I'll just save it for the next yard sale. Yeah, but I'm the guy that has to haul it downstairs into the basement and haul it back up for your next yard sale. You're killing me, Ma. Now, this same box that we're looking at right now, these coins came out of that same box that we got that 51D over S out of. How you doing, Rick? Good to see you. Closer wide AM. 1996 has no closer wide AM variety. That's a myth. It's been debunked. But they still put it in the price guides and price lists. Don't waste your time looking for a 96 Wham. No such thing. You'll get these a lot. You'll get these a lot. See the way the letters, that's my point. And the numbers kind of get shoved. You're going to see it on the date. And you're going to see it on the L and I of Liberty, right? Where it's kind of shoved. It's crooked. Been drove or got tire tracks on it. This is from a rolling machine. And on some bigger coins, let's see. Maybe we got one here somewhere. On bigger coins, $50 in particular, you see these rings. That's from the rolling machines. Machines will grab the coins, right, and then spin the paper around it, and you get this friction. And what it does on pennies is frig up the letters in the date and the letters in Liberty. You're going to see it all the time. All right, got to go to work now. Y'all have a great day. Stay cool, Kiwi. Stay safe out there. Come back with all your fingers and toes, huh? I can understand that. Fingers crossed you could be more together in the future if that's what you both want. Well, good. It's so hard to keep up with all the chat. There's 17 conversations. There's 32 people here, and they're having 38 conversations. This is a 1946. You'll find a lot of these will also have that poor man's double die, where it looks like a blurry 6 coming out here, going, pointing at 4 o'clock. They're pretty common too. Same as those 1955 double dies. Cruiser 82's here. Now, speaking of a guy who finds cams, he picked up a, was a 92? That was a real peach. Yep. I say these die varieties are hard to find, and then you got Cruiser shows up and says, "Look, Pratt found." Yeah, that was a high dollar coin right there. Here's a 50D. Pretty grungy. The Cone 710 is here. Have no fear. Yep. We're just looking at pennies, killing time, seeing what's going on. You getting lag? Huh. Oh, I meant to show you. Here's home. No, I want the screen. Okay. I got an orange line, so lag ain't too bad on this side. Mantic Coins is at 968. Jeez, we're 32 away from a giveaway, from several giveaways. I got one, Rivendell got one, Mantic's got one, Brian Wilkerson's got one, several other people have them. You want to get in and, watch this. When they get to 1,000, coins are going to be filling the U.S. mail. There we go. There's bronze. I had to look that up. Yeah, See, tin. Bronze has tin, brass has zinc. French bronze has tin and zinc. Okay, we don't need that. And that's the video directory. If you're not in there, let me know. Make sure you have coin videos. There, nothing should be loading. I just passed 420. Woohoo! 420. I just get excited when somebody says 420. There you go. What do we got here? 44. Nothing in the eye. That looks right. I just hit 30 subscribers. You'll get there. The secret to getting subscribers, right, is get into the chats of the channels that, you know, you talk about on your videos. Because now you got like-minded people is the whole idea. If you have coin videos, get involved in the coin chats. There you go. And you get the people who watch coin videos will be in the coin chats and say, hey, come check out my channel. Okay, I see a little bit at the bottom of that E. Where's my point? That bottom of that E and something between the B and the E. So I'm going to turn it sideways so I can put my finger on this thing. And I get this toothpick and I sharpen it right up. I want to see if that is light or that's soft doo-doo. Oh man, that was soft doo-doo. There you go. So that's nothing. What's this? This might be more soft doo-doo. But a little hook on the bottom of that E. Right in there. Is that soft doo-doo or is that something else? I'm barely touching this thing. I think it's a contact mark at this point. But some of these BIE errors, these die chips, are very, very subtle. Sometimes it's just a little connector between, say, the bottom of the B and the bottom of the E. And I think that's just a contact mark. That doesn't thrill me at all. There's PSPR. Good to see you. And this is just roadkill, this coin. All right, keep moving. That's doo-doo. You're going to get doo-doo in these coins, and really it could be anything, including real doo-doo. One time my dog ate my coin collection. I was following him around for 3 days, you know, trying to get my dateless Buffalo nickels back. Was it worth it? They were doo-doo to begin with. What can you do? Live on Red Bull and coffee. I do the coffee. I do, you know, a few pots of coffee a day. End of the day, I have a pot of coffee and go to bed. That's good enough. Man, I worked that job all those years, and it's impossible to get a good cup of coffee, you know, at 3 o'clock in the morning at a concrete mill. Impossible. But you can, there's always water. There's always bottled water. So I take instant coffee mixed with sugar, you know, in a Ziploc bag. Grab a bottle of water. Shake some in. And it was lousy. Just lousy. But a lousy cup of coffee is better than no cup of coffee. That's a true story. You can take that to the bank. Man, at home I got 100 ways to make coffee. If I lose power, I got some gas bottles, right? If the gas runs out, I got the sun. I got trees all around. I got fire brick built in a pit. I got a grate I can set on top and boil the water. Man, I ain't going without coffee. Lemonhead Penny's on tonight. Oh, is he on? Are you on tonight, Lemon? Last week he was feeling under the weather. What's going on here? This looks like damage. It's not linear. Yeah, that looks like, yeah, it's kind of scratched up. Okay, here, I got these odd bits, which kind of look like laminations, but they're not linear. Lamination issues are usually linear, so I want to see what the heck. Look at the whole coin, because a lot of people just focus on just this. Is this a lamination? Show that whole coin, because when I get down here, I start seeing scrapes and gouges, and this has got roadkill on it. You get roadkill in the eye. Now that's abused. Look at that whole coin, because that's going to tell you. That's just damaged. I just turn on the generator when I lose power. My next step, I want to get solar. I want to get solar panel just to run the well pump. What happened to his face? Oh man, that's, we're not even gonna look at that. And then you know, get the battery bank so I can keep these lights on because I don't use that much electricity. Um, the air conditioner is 110. Now we're using the big one, you know, cool off the whole house. But let's face it, I don't use half this house. I use the living room, dining room, which is really, you know, just the kitchen over there. This room and the bedroom and the bathroom. And the rest of the place I don't use. So why am I paying to heat and cool this whole place? Just, you know, get a window unit right here and I put a fan to blow it out of the bedroom. Keeps this place as cool as you need. Okay, when I go pee, it's warm. I'll be okay. But that took my light bill from 140 a month down to 60. Seriously, I'm paying how much a month to keep the back bedroom cool? And I don't even use that room. You know, keep the laundry room cool. I don't think I need to keep the laundry room cool. Yep. So that's working for me. Anyway, you figure what? Maybe 15 amps would be the bulk of my my electrical use. I could probably get away with about, geez, 4 or 5 solar panels. I could deal with that. Get a good charge collector, some Exide batteries, a sine wave inverter. Tell the power company to get their crap out of here. Okay, we've got a die chip in the B. That's a 57D. But this coin is it's pretty whipped. There you go. That's gone. We won't keep that one. I don't keep all of them. TMI. You don't need air conditioning when you pee. 1941. Check the color. Looks pretty even. That looks good. Come up here and check out the trust real hard. Give it extra attention. Looks great. We used to put blanket up to shut off rooms from heat and air. Oh, I have doors. I don't have doors in the kitchen or the living room. Matter of fact, this is just a, what's that, about a 12-foot space between here and that room and the living room. That's a big blanket. I don't have. Just let it go. No, there's nothing there. Yep. But there's nothing wrong with being frugal, right? I mean, live alone. Why am I cooling the whole place? I'm killing my pocketbook is what I'm doing. Besides, what's that, an extra 50, 60 bucks a month I could spend on coins? I like that idea. Geez, what if you had an extra 100 bucks a month to buy coins? What would you get? And what if you have the money and all you gotta do is, you know, shut off those rooms you're not using? Works for me. I'd rather buy coins for me than buy coins to the power company because they don't really care about the darn things. Block off the vents. I'd love to. I keep dropping coins and they go down the vents. That's the first place. If I drop this penny, it will go straight down the vent and cross the floor, and I never see that again. You're gonna be, God knows what's in there. You want to clean the floor? No, clean the vents. Silver in them vents. I don't have 100 extra nothing, but I still spend it on coins. Let the hobby take care of itself, right? You know what a good deal is when you see it. You can pick out the cherries, right? Get out to hunting for good stuff, and you're going to find some good stuff. And geez, if the price is right, you know, flip it over and pick up a $5 or $10 or $20 bill. You can do that. You do it enough times. Oh, geez, now you get an extra 100 bucks. You buy all kinds of coins. But a unicorn. There's a few years have a die chip right here on his nose. I'm not favorable on this one, being there's hardly any freaking detail left on his face, and it's got crud on it, scratched. Okay. So there's some good unicorn pennies out there. They call them that, but it's not really a unicorn. 1953. This looks like the one I was doing with the pencil eraser. Yeah, that's what it's going to look like. That's how you tell a coin has been cleaned. It's got a really bright spot, lots of striations, and over here it's grungy as hell. All right. That's what we got to do next is clean some coins, take some coins and clean them with ketchup and show what the result is. Does it work? Is it going to screw up the coin? Yes. And all we got to do is prove that. We've got some dye deterioration up on the tops of those letters. Plenty of it. That's pretty wore out. Lemonhead, I'm looking for some pennies. I'm looking at some pennies. Here's some crud on this one. That's too bad. Huh. 1942, but I got this bit going on. Okay, this looks like doo-doo, this bit here. But over here, I've got these, looks like cuticles, and they're linear. See the direction on that? I'll hold the toothpick steady, and these bits say they're all parallel. That tells me this is a lamination issue. But it's a pretty minor one. How's it over here? Yeah, these are laminate. That's where the alloy that composes the metal here, the copper, tin, and the zinc. Yeah, didn't bond right. And you pick these up. You know, you can find them. You buy it for a nickel, and you can sell a bunch of them for $1. Not a big one, but I'm going to save that one. Where's them flips? Got one for 11 and one for 14. Both in good. What'd you get? I missed it. Thing scrolls up pretty fast. Why do you sound like Bob Ross? Because in here is where the nose lives. This little fella's right in there. Right in there. This is happy place. Happy. It's an S. You do get S's in these boxes. The joy of coins. There it is. Okay, what's the name of that? That was a 50. I don't know what it was. I can't see it. This is how I read the dates nowadays. That's a 42 lamb. 1942 lamb. Yep. Sometimes people look at these coins and say, "Ah, it's all scratched up." No, it's not. It's just a lamination. If you can tell the difference, you can decide if your coin is worth, $5 or 50 cents. Phone's gonna die. Be back when I'm plugged in. Well, if somebody goes on, I might say good enough. I got a red line here. No, where is it? Right up there. Somebody's doing something. Let's see what. It says Free Girl Amy Smith uploaded Canadian Large Cents Episode 2, which you're going to find the link to that just down below. And Couch uploaded Super Rare 1972 pennies to look for. Rare penny coins worth money. Here's some pennies worth money right here. These coins are worth money. How much money? Well, that remains to be seen. That's not it. Here's one worth money. It's a 1947. We've got some mechanical doubling on the top of the 9, top of the 4. Nothing on the eyelid. Trust looks okay. It's grungy as hell. Lots of crud on it. That's worth $16,000. That's worth every bit of $16,000. You can find one probably in your pocket change. Really, I'd get your stuff and check it out. Take out the car seats. If you got to use a bolt, one of them things that goes, or just bolt cutters. Cut the car in half. Because, I mean, come on, it's worth $500. And the coins under the seat are worth $16,000. You want to get in there. do not send me the bill for the car after you destroy it and find nothing, because, dude, I can't guarantee there are actual coins in there. But if there are, I'm sure they're worth $16,000. Yeah. And you can use that motor oil from the car to fertilize your lawn. 52D, I don't see anything different there. This looks good up here. Eyeball, ear, Liberty, nothing. Let's look at the back. Wasn't stepping on any unlimited can, probably not. Here we talk about coins. Ooh, there's a die chip on the T. Is what that probably looks like. Let me see. Yeah, I keep that thing. Or is it mashed up? Yeah, that's a die chip. That's raised metal on the lower half of the T. Pretty innocuous place. That one I keep, but I'm not going to give it a flip. I got a can I put those in. No, not really a can. It's a cup. Yeah, I'm nuts about these. I keep them. Ginger, I couldn't really tell the difference. Have to see them in hand. I can see someone that just came on and heard you say that now they're out cutting up their car. Well, I hope they find some of these $16,000 coins, because they're everywhere, man. I know a girl found one just last year. Nope. It's a phone. Bring! Yeah. $80% discount package. They want me to leave the house. To hell with them. I'm not going anywhere. Bring! Phone. Yep. There it is. All right, that looks kind of stubby. That looks kind of stubby on the R. What's the date on that? 44D. Why does the R look so stubby? All right, I want to give that another look. I'm going to put that in my cup. Oh, these are done. Yeah, I don't always look at every coin. But if I get one that gets my attention, I stick it in the cup. Maybe I'll go through it later. Are you happy with your long distance service? No, I use Facebook for long distance. 1945 looks right. Okay, this one looks stubby too. Did I not notice that before? Okay. I think it's probably just a little squished. Sometimes I go back through these coins and I can't find a darn thing wrong with them. But if I find something wrong with it twice, I'm probably onto something. I've kept all the teens, and Wheaties need some to complete the dates. Ooh, I'm getting ready for getting ready. I'm hoping to get ready for a wheat sale. Can you see? Do you see how easy it is to pick it up? What do you see? What do you see? Talk to me. I got cups all over my desk. I got to relook at. I got them in sacks. I mean sacks, stacks of sacks, sacks on racks. That's a repunch mint mark right there. Okay, should we try to load a page and find out which one that is? That's what they look like. That's how easy it is to pick it up. Just give it a few seconds, and it's like a D on top of a D, just kind of shift it around. There we go. So we'll get that into a flip. D over D. We found a D over S last week, which was pretty exciting, because those are hard to come by. 1955 D. And I just put RPM. Later, I'll figure out which one it is. There you go. But they're out there. You can find these, and that's worth more than a penny. That's worth $16,000. There we go. I mean, with no question. All I got to do is sell it for $16,000. Me and Ken both sell, but I'm here now as a fan of Ken Peavy. You understand how it would be to brood if I sold coin during the stream. Get over to Lemon's stream later tonight, because he's gonna be selling stuff. Go watch his stream. Buy his stuff on his stream. I'm not selling anything here, but neither is anybody else. Right now we're talking coins. Now, if you'd like to buy something from Lemon, man, get a hold of him by email. That'd be good. That'd be appropriate. I like to promote the community. I think there are some things that are appropriate and not appropriate to do in somebody else's chat. So 1mm0002. Now 1mm tells me that that is copper coins. Okay, blues. Blues is right there. 1mm002. That's what it looks like. Now you got to check when you do these, because I got that. I can probably get over here. One moment here. Let me load a page. I go straight to copper coins. So I'm loading few pages. Get the die variety search. I'm going to hit 1951D. Check. Matter of fact, I can let you watch here. Home. Screen. There's copper coins. And you get a little search bar. You type in the date, right? You check the box for Philadelphia or Denver. Don't bother Philadelphia if you're checking repunch, mint marks. Hit the mint mark variety down here. Submit search. You get a list, and he says number 2, which is this one, which would be Konica 2, Wexler 2. And let's see if we can put those both up side by side. I can't. How do I get this picture here right beside that picture there? We'll make it bigger. Okay, there it is. Good match. Okay, watch this. He's got the top of the D is below the bottom of the 9, and the side of the D is about in line with a 5. Have we got that? Scope. My D is just below the 9, and my right side is just below. So the position is about right on that. Let's see if we can move this over and screen. There's the screen. Here's the penny. Oh, I can do that. There's the screen. Position looks right. We can move this over just a bit. Okay, home. Nope. That. Scope, screen. Okay, next. On copper coins, they got just a bit of a clash, right? Which would be the top of the T. Have we got that on mine? Home. Nope. There. He's got a bit of a clash, and I don't see a bit of a clash on mine. Let's get in a little bit tighter here. I'm going to angle it, and if there's a clash there, it might show up a little better if I tilt this coin. Okay, I don't see that. But the mint mark looks right for number 2. Screen, screen, screen. There's a screen. Okay, he's got a die crack in the hair and across the forehead here. Scope. Have we got die cracks? What's this? That look right? Okay, I might have a die crack right in here, across his forehead, right in here, and possibly up here as well. Okay, I'd check that with a loop. Would be better. And what else we got? Okay, we got some polish marks around the Y in Liberty, and they're northeast, southwest. Let's see if we got any of those on mine. We will never know. That's pretty tore up tired right there. But here I want to tilt that coin to try to get the light different. And I'm not going to pick them up there. It might be an earlier die state because it takes time to build die cracks, right? Clash marks and polishing marks. Okay, on the back, he's got a little crack in the wheat And oh, here's a neat one, little dot in the wheat. Let me turn this one over, see if we can find that. Okay, on the right wheat, a crack by states. That's the right wheat. There's a big fat die chip. And a crack, I don't think I really see it. And on the other side, a little dot. Dude, we're never going to see that one. But anyway, the position and location is right. If I can, way to go. That looks good. Okay. I'm going to call it number 2. CAD coin is 1955. He's looking at 1950. That's 1951. That's 1955. Oh. Well, never mind. That's probably why we didn't find so many things. 1955. Denver. Yeah, that's 1955 I have. Okay, RPM number 2. D over D south. Huh. Let's open that up. 1955. My coin is a 1955. Huh. Yeah, a good call on that one. Okay, the location here looks about right. I get a little extra shit on the T and the side. Some lines. Well, that's why we couldn't find any of these eye markers. Yeah. Okay. Location looked good. What's on his T versus my T? All right. My T looks like it's probably a later die stage. Oh, look. That's why we couldn't find a crack here and a dot. Well, we're not going to see the dot there. But in the 50s, you do get a lot of cracks in the head. That's kind of standard. Interesting. They're very similar here. Okay, let me put mine here. I'm going to move this over. Compared to what he's got, that looks right on. There's the screen. Good. Compare that one to this one. Good enough. 1mm002, which is also Konica 2, and what's the 2? W022 Konica 002. 002. There we go. Okay, good. We solved that crisis. Let's go back home. I'm going to have the chat. There, I gotta redo my screen every time I do that. And we move this up here. There. Are we back? Good. Check the T on cent for a die break. Oh, we sure got that. What was the website? That was Copper Coins. That's a T. That's a die chip. I'm sure of it. That's Copper Coins. Give me a second to put this away. That's Chuck Daughtry's site. And let's see. Oh, here, look at that for a bit. Let me come up here, copy that. Copy and paste. Here's a link for you. Yep. Now, if you find my blog, you're going to find a link on my blog that has all those links. Here's the screen. Here's the blue. This is how long it takes me to load the blog. There. It's 1millionpenniesproject.blogspot.com. The link is below the video, somewhere down there. Keep scrolling. And you're going to find key information websites right in here. Can we see it all right? Yeah. Over here on the right side, key information websites. And that'll have a link to Copper Coins. So you can get there. And we bring this back up. Scope. There. We found it. I was looking at Variety Visa. Variety Visa, it's still number 2. Just it's, you know, instead of 1mm002, their nomenclature says RPM002. What's this next one? Next one looks pretty normal. Okay. Yep. Oh, there's all kinds of information around. I got to go back up with this camera here. No, too much. 52. Which way's up? I got such gummy hands. There we go. 52 looks pretty normal. Any die cracks in the head? You get those. Good place for die cracks are right here, like around the VDB at the bottom of her shoulder. Nothing there. And through his head. You'll see those. And look at the sides of the wheat ears, between the wheat ear and the rim. A lot of times you find a whole bunch of die cracks in there. They're all over the place. It's hidden. What time you got here? Professor Peavy. 1795 half cent, lettered edge, Cohen 1 variety. How about that? I'll take it. They got a lettered edge on a half cent or $half. I don't think they did the lettered edges on the half cents. I'm not up to speed on the 1700s coins. Those are those flowing hair varieties usually. Hey, what's going on here? That looks like mechanical doubling. Half cent, lettered edge, Cohen 1. How much? I got 2 questions. How much? And give it to me. Yeah, that's mechanical doubling on that side. Ain't that a shame? I think that sounds like something I want to get. There's more mechanical. Okay, you're out of here. Mechanical, mechanical, mechanical. Flat. Done. You can't have it. It's in my half cent dance go. Put me in your will. Find a way. Man, there's some good coins out there. I get good coins, I sell them. I'll give them away. It's so hard to keep good coins around here. That's all right. The stuff comes across my desk. I get to play with it for a little while, look at it, enjoy it. And then I pass it on, somebody else does the same. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's how the hobby works, because none of these coins are ours forever. Although I'm going to have mine buried with me. There. How about now? How about now? How about now? Now? There. Got it. How you doing, Redmond Prospecting and Paranormal? That's right. Give it to them. We'll just give it to somebody else eventually. We steward these coins. They are not forever. Unless you live a really long time, then it just seems like forever. Or maybe if you're married, then it seems like a long time, I suppose. So it's up to us how these coins are going to be in 20, 30, 50 years. If we store them properly, they'll be as good. Hopefully, the best we can hope for is the coins will be as good when you get rid of them, or when they change hands, as they are now. Coins never get better. They only get worse. They get lost, they get scratched, they get dropped, they get dinged. They tone. The best these coins are going to be is right now. In the future, 5 years, 10 years, 50 years, they'll come down just a little bit in grade. Nope, nothing on that D. This is why coins go up in value, because over time you get fewer and fewer of these high grade coins. They put them in flips and store them well, and then they open up the flip when the flip is old and yellowed, and they scrape that coin with a staple. And dude, what was a beautiful coin before ain't no more, and this one ain't. You know, this was a brand new coin once. It's seen better days. Is that an S? Is that an S? Do you ever see that? You get these people, they got a picture, they put a coin up, and they got a mark on the coin that looks vaguely like another letter or something. And like this has a loop, right? It comes down, And if I do this just right, let me get here real close. If I do this just right, there. Oh, I screwed that up. Is that an S? Look at the whole coin. And when you see the chin is screwed up, it's not an S. Just taking a turn at being the keepers. That's right. It's the same with your land, right? You want to keep that neat and tidy and clean, and keep those trees away from the house, and try to not get crap all over the place. There's a guy up the road. He's got 2 of everything. Keeps it right in his front yard. I mean, 2 of everything. You name it, he's got 2 of them. And as far as I can tell, he tries to keep the second of whatever he's got on top of a different item, because it's all just piled up out there. Second 4 in the date. What was the date? I don't see a problem with it. Looks pretty good to me. There it is. This is grungy. 52D. Filthy. Don't even bother. What? Oh, here's a shiny one. See the color on that? Oh, that's a decent one. 1947 decent. All right, we're going to take that one and put it aside here. Oh, where's that? Give me a book. How about this one? Perfect. All right, I got a stack of these behind me. Boom. Okay, what are we doing with these? You find some good ones. I try to get them into these. I mean, they're not all perfect. Some of them are pretty good, right? Some of these are real good. Okay, I took the best and I sold those off as, as groups. But the next best, well, there's nothing wrong with having, some real nice shiners on here. These are all memorials. What did I miss? 64, 64D. All right, I'm not too worried about it. There's some good shiners. 54S, that's screaming hot. And the older you get, of course, it gets a little tougher. That 46 is looking good. Oh, that's a 44S. But I get something like this, and I'm going to keep it better. I want to try to get these mostly loaded up. And that's a 47. Did we look at the back? Let's look at the back first. Scope. You see good color on there. All right, what's on that T? Some crud. There's a little die crack down there, about 4 o'clock. Good shape. A little spot on it here. All right, but I want to put that over here in the book. 1947 is right there. No, that didn't work. Okay, I'm going to actually put on the glove. I just need one finger to work. Where's Beth? Where's Beth and where's Paula? Where's my hands? Okay, let's move stuff. Okay, I gotta have that out of there. There, it's out. See, when you put these in, all too often they put their finger right on them. So do it with a glove or a piece of paper or a towel or a cat or something. There, that's got a little extra color in it. So some of these are, better than usual wheats. And when I fill them up, I'll sell them off or something. There. That's what I do with those shiners. The coin gods bless each coin with a different journey. Sometimes we're fortunate enough to participate in it, to buy, sell, spend, and save. Yeah. But the idea is to keep your coins as, in top shape as best you can. How you handle them, right? If you don't use a glove, you stick your finger on them, it's going to lose its color. It'll tone. It'll go brown like these old girls, boys, like these old coins. Oh, we got a lamination right across his head. That's fairly good size. You see the funny little shape on this where it's variegated, if you will, and it comes up over here. And that's linear. I'll put the toothpick across there. You see that linear shape. And it extends past the chin, so it's up into the relief, right? And it's kind of like a, you know, the old dry skin on your cuticle. That's a lamination. That's a pretty decent one. Frankenstein. Anna's here. Anna got her pennies. I'm so glad. I forgot to ship her pennies. Well, let's face it. I lost my notes. And she says, hey man, I didn't get my pennies yet. Okay, so I gotta go through everything. Gotta hunt down PayPal and see, yep, okay, she paid all right. Then I gotta find 1,000 pennies. Oh, well, you know that box we had that, well, I thought I'd sold them all? Yeah, hers, we had 1,000 in there for her. So I just sent them out. Okay, here we got some color variation. Let me zoom out. Now the laminations and the woodies, it's the same issue. And the color variation you're seeing here is this graininess. And again, follow the angle, and that's a match on the other side. Now the other side is this way because it's upside down on this side. There you go. So that's a bit woody on this side, but I don't see much lamination. Whereas the other side, I get lamination, but not so much the woody. Okay, we're going to keep that one. A little bit of color up there by Liberty. Oh, good. Well, that's not too bad. 1941 is a big year for lambs and woods. 1941, lamb and wood. You don't have to write down wood. You can look and say, oh, it's wood. That's another thing I hate, right? Sometimes I buy these coins in sets a lot of times, and people got the books, right? But if it's the early books, it doesn't have all the dates on all the pages. So you always get this one guy, right? Got the coin in there, and he's got to write it like with a charcoal twig or something. 1974, or whatever the hell he's got to write in there. What? You can't just look at the coin? All right. I got to live with his handwriting. It's right there. Look at the coin. Well, that's how it works. That's how it goes, I guess. Yeah, that's a scarf face. I love watching the streams when you don't come in focus. It looks like I'm drunk and I don't drink. Dude. Here's a 54. Gee, it's a peach. What else is in there? I don't see anything else going on with that. Okay, keep going. What's this one? 44D. That's an awful thin D. Man, you see stuff and want to keep on digging. What is that's a scratch. And if that's a scratch, I'm going to guess that this is 2. See the damage here? I'm going to stop looking. And the rest looks pretty square. Ginger's back. 1948. What happened in 1948? What is that? That strikes me as being damage. People say, oh, is that a cud? Is that a cud? Is that a 6? No, that's a piece of the rim that has been squished over, squished down. And actually, here's that piece right here. Now it's a flap. Now it's a loose flap. There it is. So that's damage. If we get that little bit of copper up there. Come on. There it is. Yep. But people would do that. They'd scrape off a piece, just a little piece off their old coins, right? Piece of gold, piece of silver, piece of copper, whatever it was, and they save it in their little, pouch. And when they got enough, they could make a spoon, and it was a big deal. All right. Well, that's not much. It's just a crumb. That penny's shot out now. Yeah, that's something hit it with a screw. What? Oh, for Christ's sakes, what chewed this up? 1946 and screwed up. I got something happened to that one. That's goner. Somebody did not steward this coin appropriately. Drinking and the coin show on TV is not a good mix. Well, unless it's coffee. There's another one kind of damaged. I don't see any extra copper bits. I don't like the look of this. I think this, see the color difference and the color variation going on here? Right now, copper is reactive. So we got some damage up here. All right, it's seen better days, but I got some blue, I got pink, I got orange, I got brown. This probably spent some time in the water. It's probably one of those fountain coins. Yeah, that's just a stainer. 51D, little compression on the bottom of the D. Loose coins. I don't drink during normally after. Okay, I see. Punctuation missing. I suppose we'll be okay with that. I drink coffee normally during and after. That's right. You buy a coin, you think you got ripped off, just keep drinking and forget about it, man. There's no buyer's remorse if you have enough gin. 1955D looks right and tight. It's under his lip. A little, just a mark. Is it an eyelash? Eyebrow? The whole cat? No, that's a mark. Okay, that's out of here. You still got the mason jar? I got piles of mason jars. You know, if the world ends tomorrow, I can grow it and store it for years. That's the whole idea. And I got like 6 bullets to defend it from all takers. Have to have coffee with lemon. Would it be tea with lemon? 1948 was a leap year starting on Thursday of the Gregorian calendar, the 1948th year of the Common Era and Anno Domini designations, the 948th year of the second millennium. Man, that wiki's handy. I never would have figured that stuff out. Yep. I mean, you go back almost, a little over 2,000 years, and there's all that history before, the BC or the BCE. I mean, you got civilization goes back, 20,000 years. It took that long for some guy to think, let's start counting. 1. Yeah, that's a great idea. They kept it up for over 2,000 years. We should start numbering these things. In May of 1948, David Bowie, the head of the Jewish Agency, proclaimed the establishment of the State of Israel. Oh, wait a minute. David Ben-Gurion. U.S. President Harry S. Truman recognized the new nation on the same day. It was later recognized by Gary Sinise. That's decent shape. Fill them with moonshine. Man, you go outside and if you smell popcorn, it means my neighbor's putting together another batch. 58D, good color. But I got good 58Ds in those books. So we'll just throw this off to the side. And somebody will get this in the big show package. Eventually. There you go. It's a country thing. Yeah, it is. Especially in this country. Man, they'd be shooting at the revenuers. 57D, kind of grungy. Yeah, keep it going. Indian pacifist and leader Mahatma Gandhi is murdered on the 26th of January by a Hindu extremist. That's right. And what was he, 78? Man, he led a long and fruitful life. Just this little man. Had attorney who just threw away all his worldly goods and said, to hell with it, you don't need it, and he was right. Of course, the coin part is nice. And led his nation to independence. Count the wheat lines, they look right. Have you seen that movie Gandhi? Got Ben Kingsley in there. That looks good. That's a fantastic. It's like 7 hours long. It's a good movie though. How many fundraisers are they going to push on us at once? They all want money, man. It makes the world go round. Well, support those causes you like. If you like it, it's a good idea if it works for you. I had no idea a cat fixed our calendar. A cat? I have no idea what you're talking about. I hope there's a 165 proof is in the coin. Off topic, but I swear these PTDs are just trying to pad their own pocket. Oh, maybe. All right, do we see something here? This is a filthy, filthy bitch. Ain't that a darn shame? Aren't you disappointed when you find an RPM and the coin is just filthy? That's an RPM right there. And it's a 53D this time. 1953D. Filthy. Well, that's all right. Yeah, we'll put that up. Did your cat find a new home? He may have. I think I saw an orange cat a mile and a half or two up the street here. Last time I went to the store. Who knows? He was stray before. If he's still around, he's probably a stray again. I fed him. I loved him up. He had it good for a while. But we do have a lot of hawks. Osprey. He's a good sized cat though. Imagine he could hold up against a velociraptor, but you never know. The traffic on the road, they hit 90 miles an hour because it's a straight road, baby. No bumps, no turns for 5 miles. Straight like an arrow. Well, haven't seen them in the road, but that doesn't mean anything because there's people around here that'll scrape them off and boil them up. Did he get away? Well, he's free to come and go as he please. Where could he go? Dude, there's nothing but woods around here. There's plenty for a cat to eat if he'll just get up his butt and catch it. And maybe something got him. Hard to say. All I know is, yep, he went out and catting around, probably found a female cat and said, I can go hungry. I mean, I go hungry. Would you? Jeez. Hey, this is better than eating. So he up on RUNNOFT. Maybe he'll come back one day. I still got plenty of kibble. Well, he was a cat for a while. There'll be more. I don't assign them too much value. But he's part of the family. No, this one's a mooch. How's a 0 look? Looks okay with the rest of that date. Eyeball's right. Trust is right. Yeah, he went out doing his cat thing. Maybe he got caught. Maybe he just kept on going. Maybe he found a new home. We do have a new neighbor here, but I think if the cat was next door, he'd come by and, at least right. Half dead and skinny when the girlfriend... Yeah. Oh, man. We're working with this guy, Richard. Richard was he's got a heart of gold. He doesn't wish any ill will on anyone. And his father passed away a few years back, and his father did okay and left Richard a sizable inheritance. 6 digits probably. I don't think it was 7, but it was easily 6. Well, Richard wasn't that bright. Really, honestly, he was probably still is, one of the dumbest people you'll ever meet in your life. Um, had trouble making complete sentences. He grunted a lot. And sometimes he'd eat everybody's lunch. I mean, everybody's. You got 20 people in the crew, and the guy would eat 20 lunches. Everybody goes to lunch and say, "Hey, where the hell's my food?" You got Richard over there. Richard, did you eat everybody's lunch again? Nope. Oh, God, Richard. Well, Richard found him a girl, finally. Well, he'd been married before. But we figured this girl, what we could learn of her, she was just, out there to dig gold and get what she could. Yeah. Well, she's going to get an operation, so she come to Richard. Richard, I love you. I need an operation. Okay, she got to get, like the mother needs an operation, one of them operations. Let's see what the heck this is. I mean, we're all figuring, look, she don't like this guy. She's not into Richard. She's into Richard's banking account, and when the money runs out, so is she. And she cleaned him out. Took about a year and a half. Cleaned him out. Got his truck. He sold his truck to pay a hospital bill or some darn thing. She got that operation she needed, which really could have just taken the darn thing out for half. And she got everything he had. Everything. He had a house, sold the house. Had a truck, sold it. It was a good truck, too. Better than my truck. Cleaned out every bit of cash. Ruined his reputation. And when he was finished and used up, and she got every bit of juice out of him, she run off. Ooh, that's just, don't bother with that one. Oh, man, you hate to say I told you so. And Richard, you couldn't, he's not going to listen because he loved her. Oh, gosh, he cleaned him. The really pathetic part is she didn't line her own pockets. She just took what he had and threw it away, including his reputation. Because at one point she had him going around borrowing money from people. They got me for $40. Well, I could afford to waste $40. But other people, they borrowed a lot more, and he's got no way to pay it back. Of course, his back is shot out now from working all the overtime to support her and keep her the way she'd been grown accustomed to. But she cleaned him. Oh, Richard, you poor fella. Well, that's that, I guess. It happens. Chinese knife money. Like a buck knife? Well, what do? You can tell them, you can warn them, but they ain't going to listen. They never do. I've seen it happen before. I'm sure we'll see it happen again. But at least before, the girl, she got cash when she's done. And this one couldn't keep the cash either. Then she called me up. I'm not with Richard anymore. He ain't going to be with me. Bye-bye. You got my $40? What's wrong with people? Take him to lunch. Richard? He's on his own. He owes me he can take me to lunch. He's got my grinder, too. I'll never see that again. I bought 5 washing. He bought my brother's second ex-wife. Now he had come north because I had my washer and dryer in storage when I went bankrupt and I'm living in my mother's basement back in '93. He came north because he was in Florida at the time, living here, chasing some skirt, and he had to pick up some things. But while he was there, he got my washer and dryer. Drove that back with him. Now this is my washer and dryer. I bought it. I worked hard, got the money, bought a washer, a dryer, matching. They were white, great, Maytags, top of the line. Well, they worked, but they were brand new. She cleaned him out. She got everything. She cleaned him out so bad, she got my washer and dryer. You want to explain how that works? He borrows my washer and dryer, gets divorced, she gets the washer and dryer. Where's my washer and dryer, buddy? I mean, don't make no sense. What do you got here? Is it doo-doo? That's crud. It's raised. It's crud. A widow mite. We are talking about the oldest coins we have. Mine's a widow mite. Oh, very good. Well, I guess I'm going into the 1700s. I got a couple I can't identify yet. So really, nobody knows how old it is. But I don't have any I got no Romans or Grecian coins or ancient Chinese secrets. 1700s. That's not too bad. See, some of the British coins go back, 1200. Chinese coins go back, 1500 years. Those old widow mites, good lord, the Electrum coins, they go back 2,000 years, 2,500 years. Crazy things. Well, they're going to hold. These are antiques that'll hold up to the test of time. All the more reason, because don't you wish the guy that held that coin for 50 years, 200 years ago, had just given it a little bit of extra care? It'd be in better shape. There we go. Because the coins of tomorrow, they are the coins of today. But they're going to suffer wear. In the meantime, they're going to suffer some damage. People poking at it. A lot of them are going to be cleaned, and nothing you can do about that. And those high-grade coins, they're going to be fewer and fewer over time. My oldest coin is a Samoan rock, and it's not counterfeit. You got a real one? Ooh. Okay, guys, I'm kind of petering out. I'm good for a couple hours. We're an hour 42 into it. There, I got enough pennies we've scanned that'll get me by for the week. Yeah, but I can only do this for so long, and then I start to peter out. That was Lincoln's Regina hair treatment. There's something like an 1830 something. I don't have my inventory memorized. Good lord, there's no keeping up with it sometimes. Stuff comes in and goes out so fast. I was keeping stuff recorded on a spreadsheet and can't do it. I had stuff listed for sale on my blog, and stuff would go so fast it doesn't make sense to take the time to write it down, put it on the blog, only I'd have to delete it 2 days later. I'm kicking my own butt. Well, that's no problem. We'll have stuff for sale again Friday of next week. I'll probably do a daytime show sometime between here and there. I'm trying to get that lined up. It takes time. JC, I served that all I saw was pictures of the Rock Johnson. Don't know what that means. Okay, guys, we're an hour, almost 2 into it. That's good enough for today. Well, thank you for coming in and talking. Hope you learned something. A lot of the coins is all routine. You got to do it over and over and over, and that's how you learn. Each date. Each time you do this, you pick up one more tidbit. Nobody knows what it is. We found a couple of things, an RPM, a couple of lambs. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. You get out there and you stay safe. Go check that change, as CFA would say. And take it easy, everybody. Oh, Lemonhead tonight. What time? And you find the link to Lemon below. What time you doing your thing, Lemon? Thanks, Ken. Take care, everybody. Take it easy, everybody. Peace. I'm going to take off. We'll see you later. That's the wrong button. Stay groovy.